Oh, yes. What a way to say good morning. Welcome to the TBS, the True Breakfast Show on 96 for 1 on the weekend. Today is Friday. It is often said TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, yes, how much I love the weekend. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show. 96 for 1 in Saclay, 96 for 9 in Bon Nima County, 96 for 1 in Monrovia. This is the TBS. The love of liberty matters, yeah. Let justice be done to all. Good morning, folks. Good morning to our silent listeners. Good morning to the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. This is where national unity begins. This is Truth FM. And we're right here to serve you breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning on a Friday morning. And I want to say good morning to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yuma Boyka. You don't know it all. Good morning, members of the 55th. This is Liberia. Good morning to the Vice President, the Chief Justice in Chambers, Yusuf Kabai. Good morning, happy weekend to you. Hey, my name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis, 7 breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. And our motivation, no matter how broke you are. This one too hard, man, Bobby. They want another motivation.
Hold on,
Everyone sure you should listen to this one. No, I think this one people are April.
Bobby want that too.
Yeah, no, but the other one. So then you get bro. Yeah, the other motivation. No matter how broke you are, never learn to accept offers and appointments that come with disrespect.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
it's true.
yeah. But some people can look at it for
I
long.
come with disrespect.
Everything.
That disrespect
Yeah.
for again.
No matter how broke you are,
Mm-hmm.
never learn to accept offers and appointments that come with disrespect. Bobby Blair Addison with our morning motivation.
Just stick on offer for appointment then.
And a political will. Yes. Offers and appointments.
Come with disrespect.
That come with disrespect. You don't know it all. Yes. Good morning. Let me say good morning to good friend, veteran Charles Snyder. Charlie, how you doing this morning? It's been a while, man. Yeah. You don't know it all. Good morning to you, Mark. How you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning, Oni, and at least again the weekend is here. We'll have our 2 days break. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. So it's great for us to be here. Good
Then you
morning
go for your keyboard game.
to all of you. Yes, we are playing on Saturday again. Yeah. I think we are.
Yeah, she came back to the same stadium,
Black
the same field.
Yeah, that kind of feed there. Yeah, the federation has to find partners to see how we can develop that pitch. Maybe it's possible we can collaborate with other federations. If the LFA can connect us some kind of way to have that page prepared, at least. I mean, that's the team sports everybody playing. You can be developing kickball, football, and be leaving behind kickball, our own sport that we created as a country. That's the traditional sport of the country.
Yeah, yes, we don't have money now. So.
Absolutely. You understand? If that thing, and guess what? We'll stay here. One country will pick up kickball and they will start making millions out of it and we'll be rushing to go play there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is our own sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for good morning. It's great to be here this morning. To my people of District Number 9 in Nima County, it's great to always follow us by the Voice of Yahweh Mesno, as I understand. Thanks to the team there, Emil Bawi and the rest of the colleagues there. Thanks ever so much for what you are doing for our people. It is great for us to always, touch base with our people.
Let me touch base. I'm feeling jealous. Let me touch base. Clay Ashland. To my folks in Clay Ashland, it's been a very long time.
Okay.
Yes. Since I went with this guy, Bojua.
Okay.
Bajua.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a contestant in this
You did
race.
17,
17,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Bajua. Yeah. It meant talking to my hometown. I was just looking.
Okay.
Yes. Good morning to the folks in Clay Ashland. Yes.
Is that simply Charles Taylor from?
Yeah, no, I just take up from
Oh, Arlington. Okay, okay,
Atherton.
Arlington.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, with the Congo boys. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're big boys.
Yeah, folks, again, it's great for us to be here. Thanks for joining us online by radio. The folks in Grand Bassa County always following, and our base, Margibi County.
Political
Yeah,
base.
that's our base. And they
Okay.
had a firing brother here yesterday.
Vendetta.
Yes, and he made the show very hot. Yeah, I mean it was a great interview.
Marka, where is
Yeah,
Mark Jabate?
yeah. I don't know. They made the
Kalelu Mark Jabate.
assistant minister for urban affairs at the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark Jabate.
You tell Mark money for us.
I mean, since I don't know whether they have been confirmed, but I haven't seen any post from him.
You go find out but small noise.
I don't know.
It's not the same though.
I don't know the thing here sometimes like the interest of the country or that. Anyway, we move.
We don't know it all. Let me say good morning to Kasuma Silla. Good morning to you, big brother Kasuma Silla. And the new airport managing director, Jared Mensko.
Yeah.
Yes. He's been within the airport for a very long
Liberia
time.
Airport Authority.
Yeah.
So,
RIO.
so it's the entire airport authority.
Okay,
So
authority. Jared Mensko morning.
the general manager for RIA is James Moba
General manager.
for RIA, the Rivers International Airport.
General manager.
Yes. That is
Who
that is
Martin Hayes. Martin Hayes' position.
that's the one
Jared
Gerald.
Mensko.
So it is Gerald's position that James Moba is going to. Gerald was the manager of the airport.
Okay, the airport.
Yes.
Okay.
So the airport authority, which is
The overall boss.
overall body.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Gerald now is the overall boss for all the airports.
Let's send an arrow to
in the
Gerard.
country. Yeah.
Gerard, they will hear noise from that airport. That Gerard will be those things.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Someone is asking, where's your jacket?
Yeah.
Is the where's your jacket you promised to wear when you go for certain press conferences?
So this is not certain press conference. So obviously there's a question. Why is just like this today?
Okay, probably due to see the IG, probably maybe we'll hold or not hold. You know, the police will always change in the dime minute.
Okay.
But I can go see the police director wear this, so I'll have to, remove the jacket.
Okay.
I remember one point in time, Patrick Sudo, former IG,
Mm-hmm.
he messing up for me. Yes, let me say the story. And then I was doing the traffic plus.
Okay.
So Patrick Sudo sent a serious police. I said, I'm in Ghana's view. The guy said the IG wants to see you and they are in a meeting now. My man Terrence that way. They say IG wants to see you. So the police bike came for me. Those big bikes,
Yeah.
So in less than 10-15 minutes from New Georgia, from
It was in a day, right?
in a day.
Okay.
Yeah. He escaped to the King's building, the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. And I just walk into the meeting. Then the Inspector General, then Patrick Sudu said, please applaud this man.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a dump truck, a motorcycle, and then the applauding. I was like, wow. Then going to the IG's office, said no cell phone. He said lie. Man said no, a true effort journalist. Yeah, these guys can't recall.
Okay.
Yeah. Eh?
Yes.
And some people they be afraid.
They can do illegal recording.
No, how you call it?
Illegal recording.
Illegal recording. Yes.
The way people can just get on the phone with Senator Johnson before you know it all on radio.
Audio everywhere.
No. What kind of unprofessional behavior is that?
Any one of you want to call?
Yeah.
Once the person say they're attached to RCI, go ahead and have your conversation. Won't play that.
Yeah.
Great. Let's see what we have this morning on the breakfast show. Gerard Hinan Zog Mensko. Good morning. The new boss at the RIA.
Yeah. We wish you all the best.
Yeah, all the best there. We want noise at that airport. I'm sure you'll be confirmed. Yes. Let's see what we have this morning.
Yeah, so it's Friday, March 22. Health tips with David Cote coming up shortly for 3 minutes, and at 8 a.m. the review of the local dailies. As usual, we give you the opportunity to have what's coming up in the print media. Again, in our studio chat this morning, we'll briefly talk about this China Union issue. We're not hearing too much advocates from some of the people again. I think they have a meeting with members of the House. Yeah, so we'll talk about it. And most importantly, this morning, we'll talk about the issues facing Liberian students and others, Liberian citizens in Ethiopia. We understand that some of them are expected to be deported. This issue has been going on for a long time. Yesterday, the student leader there, made a call on one of our flagship programs here, the State of the Nation, and appeal to the Liberian government to do something about that. So we'll talk about this, very
Exclusively.
Exclusively this morning,
Mhm.
and get a view of our Liberian people on it at 8:15, which is talk to your leader. Yes, again at 8:30 to 9, we'll have Pastor Odisha Boy here this morning as our guest on the first segment of the show. He will be talking about 3-day activities coming up for his ministry. What is a revival or crusade? What is it? We'll talk about God this morning. This is the weekend.
Yes.
Yes, and at 9 o'clock, we bring you sports, entertainment, and commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia, the biggest GSM company in the country and the best. And at 9:15 to 10 o'clock this morning, the representative of District Number 3 in Nimba County, Naka Gay, will be our guest on the last segment of the show. We'll talk about his district. We'll talk about the budget. We'll talk about the recent decision by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to withdraw all diplomatic, official, and service passports. And we'll also talk about the upcoming senatorial by-election in Nimba County. So Naka Gay will be our last segment guest and the last guest for this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Closing out the week.
So in the midst of our country first, and we hope to give you a very good show this morning.
Yes, very beautiful show this morning. Good morning to female ambassador Binta Ability. Yes, following live this morning. And by the way of information, the Liberia national team arrives by 3 a.m. this morning.
Okay.
Yes, congratulations to the team. Welcome back home.
Absolutely.
Yes, let's all be prepared for your next game on Tuesday,
Yeah.
the return of Djibouti.
And thanks to a special thanks to Sangari and Dolly.
Yeah,
Yes, for the 2 goals.
yes, Oscar
Yeah.
Dolly.
Yeah.
He scored what a goal.
Yeah.
What a goal.
Yo, thank you.
Yeah, thank
They
you.
other day well, they extremely well.
Well, yes. Because we thank you for the information. Yeah. So they arrived 3 a.m. by Air Morocco, Royal Egg Morocco.
Yeah.
Yes, let's hope all of your luggages came. Morocco, leave the people.
Yeah,
them,
man, we have to be responsible. This story from the court where that 28-year-old man, allegedly raped his stepdaughter, 12-year-old. I mean, that story is bad, right? In Busekota, Morelia. Yeah, that story, is very touching. I think
it's the Monaco.
Yeah, so he need to go to court and say. But in fact, the report indicated that he confessed to his pastor that he actually did it for his Valentine. Hey, yeah, he did it on Valentine's Day. Yeah, his stepdaughter.
Wow, this little country.
Thunder fire you there.
Yes. Lifetime?
Wicked man.
A lifetime?
Well, he's still in the court will have to go through the trial and stuff. Yeah, but the crime is
you must see one lawyer coming here defending.
The law profession said that you say.
Yeah.
It's somehow slightly like the journalism profession. Some issues you can really have, your emotions can be about it. You can be sentimental about certain issues, but your profession will allow you to go that route. So you sit down, swallow all of your feelings, and just do what you're supposed to do as a journalist. That's the same thing. Another lawyer, you go represent a client, but you know that the action of this client, if
it's wrong.
If you have the opportunity,
but
you slap
it. The lawyer.
But you going.
And Councilor Tewa won't dare stay for this kind of case. So before I bring on David Court, let me say good morning to former President George Weah.
Yeah.
I mean, George is still loved in this country. Let me just say, in case you don't know.
Sure. So
George Weah is loved across the country.
Sure.
Anywhere George go, bring up a traffic.
Yeah. Even some members of the
United Party still love George Weah, right?
Yeah.
But George Weah, if you listen to what Akara's Grace said last night, Safoko is very scaring for our country. If you listen to Safoko last night, the lawmaker for District Rep 9, say he's willing to die. Nobody will temper with George Weah. George is love. Let me just say this out. You listen to Akara's and Safoko. I don't think George will the member winning, still winning peace and ambassador title or everything. You would not want that kind of for our country. If George wanted a problem, he wouldn't have accepted the defeat to Joseph Boycott.
Just with at least around 25,000.
25,000. In other country, 10-15% of book and overturn the whole thing. Just one. Anyway, let's have help tape. This is the Breakfast Show. Journalism now going all the way in Liberia. I'm gonna say this.
It is very sad for our country.
Yeah.
And some of you people, ordinary people who sometimes call on some of these shows supporting leaders in the country who are making these kind of threatening remarks. I think it is sad because these people, some of them have diplomatic passports, some of them have means. Some of them go to America very easily.
Anytime.
Some of them getting married in France, Paris.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
Of course,
But you hear when they go on air making threatening statements, you know,
you back it.
Liberians were quick on forgetting about our own history. Just 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, we know what was happening to the ordinary people. We were toting our parents' bags from one village to another, from one town to another. Some of these leaders in the country at the time, they were not here. Some of them were in Ghana, some of them were in Europe, some of them were in the United States, and they were there talking. But we were here feeling the pinch of what actually was happening here. But today, we have peace, and some of our leaders, because of politics, they go on air and threaten the peace of this country. Then you take phone and call on radio and say, yes, when they do it, do they want? You able to do something?
Latin South talking said as king. You can die. Only Jesus who died for people. You can die for George Weah. So you leave that one. I'm willing. Yeah. If you listen to a lawmaker of parliament. Anyway.
Don't use the country to gain political popularity. And in fact, for me, in my personal opinion, it's a shame for Akaras Greener, who had the mantle authority to change the country for, I don't want to say 6 years, because I can say 12 years, because he was in the legislature in the 53rd. You know, in the 53rd legislature. How much did he do in his district itself to impact the life of the people? Because the people voted him out, he had become one of the biggest advocates in the country and making threatening remarks. And again, to put politics aside, when people make remarks that are that are potential threat to the peace of this country, they should be invited. Now, Akaras Greener is an ordinary citizen that Marka Davis.
Yeah.
I don't care what he owns. He's an ordinary citizen that Marka Davis. If he makes statements that threaten the peace of this country, he should be invited and interpret his words to the security sector of the country. On a very serious note.
No, let me say. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock. Let's move. George himself, look, George, you'll win another award very soon. You know, these people can be giving this award.
You should be speaking to this issue and
so gentlemen,
position clear so that
gentlemen, you love me, right? You love the party, right? But don't go the extra mile, you know, threatening the country. George is loved anywhere George Weah go will become a traffic. Yes. I mean, no one can harm George Weah. In other countries, if a lawmaker, I won't call the country, in other countries, lawmakers don't walk freely. But they'll walk anywhere. We don't have time. We don't think they're picking up a run to you advance. Anywhere. You chill, it's a regular thing. But in Liberia, when the guys that run to you, they're not coming to harm you. They wouldn't ask you to advance. Regular. This is the kind of country we are. Anyway.
We're the peaceful country.
Peaceful country. We're not going to go back, man. It's a sad thing. Anyway, good morning. Let's have our health tip with Derek Ernest Coty this morning. Derek, you need to go for a vacation. Yes, the job will get you now. You can get a chance. You need to take a 1 month vacation. Good morning. Coty, hold on. We're not government mouthpiece, right? But if the opposition wants to get the government on their feet, put it on the feet, let them criticize constructively instead of threatening the country. That's my own part. Don't threaten the country. Don't threaten the country. Some of the people have money already for themselves and their family. There are people looking for a cup of rice. Don't threaten the peace, but you can put Joseph Blacker on his feet. Criticize everything he's doing, but don't threaten the peace of the country. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, go to your health tip. Yeah, before your BP go up. Go ahead.
Sickle cells. We hear about sickle cells, but we know so much. I mean, we know nothing much about it. Sickle cell disease is an inherited disorder that affects the red blood cells. Red blood cells are round like donuts, but can mishappen up and down. Mishappen simply means they can change shape. And when it changes from that round shape to a sickle cell shape, then it becomes sickle cell. It becomes a problem. It is very serious because it is genetic and inherited. In other words, you can be born with it. And that's the dangerous thing about it. When both parents have sickle cells, there's a big possibility that the children will have sickle cells. When they have sickle cell gene, when the two parents have it, there's a big possibility that the children will have sickle cell disease. This is why in the United States, all newborn babies are tested for sickle cell before they leave the hospital. Oh, yes, it's true. Do your own research. No baby is born in any hospital that will leave the hospital without being tested for sickle cells. Now, sickle cells actually is dangerous because it blocks the blood vessels. And when that happens, you will have a kidney problem, brain damage, stroke, heart disease, and other health complications. The symptoms: acute chest pain, infection, eye disease, painful swelling of the hand and the feet, fatigue, jaundice, and then also the delay in the growth of children. When the growth of children is delayed, sometimes the child is about 5, 7 years old. You expect them to be a little, taller than that, but the delay, the growth is taking long, it's delayed. Those are all because of sickle cells. Remember this. Stop smoking. Those of you who smoke like chimney, stop smoking. You see on the back, smoking is dangerous to your health, but still you do. And those of you side smokers who sit out there and people smoking board or smoking your nose, you are at risk, just as the people who do the smoking. So stop smoking because smoking can cause lung cancer. It can cause heart disease. It can cause stroke, asthma, diabetes. It affects the brain. And even for elderly people, it affects your memory. You are not thinking properly. Thank you very much for the time. I just got so angry because of that. Just start. There's nonsense with that. Continue here. What is that? Your time didn't finish. Go sit down.
Okay.
Go sit down. This government job is nobody's entitlement. No, it's not your entitlement. Go sit down. Nobody touching this government. I can tell you that. Nobody. And one good thing I like about war, when you start a war, there's no guarantee that you'll win it. No. You start a war, there's no guarantee that you'll win it. You will suffer it. When we were here during the 40 years of war, we saw what happened. The government started the war, but we saw what happened here. Even police people, I saw took off their uniforms and hit it and let the cause be mine. Every damn day, nonsense. That's nonsense got to stop. No intimidation technique is going to make this country afraid of anything. The right thing will be done.
It's okay. It's okay before your BP go up.
I need to come to steal.
Yeah.
What do you do for me?
Yeah, we invite you very soon. But listen to me, we're not government mouthpiece, right?
No, you are not.
Do you refer to us as members of the fourth estate? We are gatekeepers of the society.
Yes.
If Joseph Boyka is making error, the opposition let him criticize, but no one should threaten the peace. That's my point. I mean, if government making some errors, let the opposition criticize and put them on their feet and talk about Joseph Boyka 100 days. All of it. But to threaten the peace, let's focus. I'm willing to die. We're gonna kill you. No one gonna kill you.
You think you can scare
Anyway.
anybody?
Anyway.
Nobody can scare anybody. We all went through the war. We went through it. You can't scare anybody. So stop your intimidation technique. It will not work.
All right. Thank you.
It will not work.
Thank you. This is the Breakfast Show. Let's bring you the review of the local dealers. What's making news from the print media? Okay, so welcome to the review of the local dealers. I'm keep receiving messages, no sound or what, and I think for the
Was
live
it?
audio,
Yeah,
yes, the music.
I think it was the interview.
Yes, so we'll work on it like anyway. Thank you. Yes, let's have the review of the local dealers. What's making news from the print media. Today is Friday. Let's go straight from our first stop this morning, the Friday edition of the New Republic newspaper, volume 14, number 50, Friday, March 22. on the newsstand for $50 Liberian. The front page of the New Republic: expected danger as flood to hit over 100,000 persons. I mean, a very interesting story. The government of Liberia should take notice of this one. Expected danger as flood to hit 100,000 persons because the area is between Broad and that of Johnson Street. Yes. When the rain falls, the water just set along the road. So public work, take note of this. It's on the front page of the New Republic. Grab a copy and read the rest of from the story this morning. King George resident benefits from BMMC water project. That's a B Mountain Water Project is also on the front page of from the New Republic. NASCO Deputy Director dismissed for gross insubordination. I'm seeing Kamina Yekes is right here on the front page. Let's go to the back page. What's the back? I'm seeing the back page of the New Republic. So you move on.
Yes, so let's move on to the front page of the Hot Pepper newspaper this morning. The banner headline: Asset Recovery Task Force needs US 1.9 million to begin, Chairman Edwin Clark Martin says. Well, the photograph of Councillor Martin on the front page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. The Asset Recovery Task Force needs 1.9 million to begin their work. That's what it is. And another sub-lead story on the front page: road accessibility not possible in 100 days. Who is speaking? Road accessibility not possible in 100 days. New Liberal Party stand-up bearer X-rays Marka's 100 days promise. This is Joshua Tuna. Yes, the political leader of the New Liberal Party. He says, well, it's not possible to make all roads accessible across the country in 100 days. Let's go to the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. Marka orders GAC to audit Ministry of State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, auditors.
Yeah, so yes.
Okay.
Joshua Jackson, along with the president, on the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. King George residents and protest is another story you can also find in the Hot Pepper newspaper. NASCOP deputy director dismissed for gross insubordination. Here's another story again. That is for the Hot Pepper newspaper.
Yes, let's move on to run the front page Africa. The front page of the front page Africa. The major story on the front page Africa. Pushing Liberians to demand justice. It's a major story here. Pushing Liberians to demand justice. U.S. Ambassador for Global Criminal Justice in an open letter emphasizes the need for Liberians to stand and end impunity. Yes, pushing Liberians to demand justice. And of course, Ambassador Alash is here, captured on the front page of the front page Africa. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story this morning. The sub-lead story here: power of the president versus legal precedents. You know, opposition, bring it on, bring it on. Just stand and fight this one, but not detracting the country, please. Yes, President Boykan sacks NASCO Deputy Director General for resisting presidential mandate. Power of the president versus legal precedents. All right, Kamini Yeke is here. You know, you have to go down to the Supreme Court and fight this one. This is kind of thing we want that someone threatening the country. People think how to eat one cup of rice. Some of you, everything in your homes, you know, then you want. Let's move on, yeah?
Yes, so the final paper is the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. Tune down the political rhetorics. Liberia Women Forum warns politicians. Tune down the political rhetorics. The photograph of Madam Kaidi Coleman Port, President Liberia Women Forum, on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. Another top story, also disaster crisis loom in Liberia. National Disaster Management Agency says 100,000 individuals might be affected. So a photograph of flooding here on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. So as usual, permanent Liberian women captured here. We recognize it.
Okay. Let's go to that.
Yeah, go there. Yeah. So I'm seeing former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, current First Lady Katumu Boakai.
Okay. And this should be.
This is Mamaka Bility is also captured there.
Okay. I'm seeing Judy Andy.
Okay. And Mandela
Cooper, yeah. Then Sonin Tuare Sise.
Okay.
Okay.
What the last one?
Hawa Burrell.
Okay. Good.
Yes, anyway.
Yeah. So these are permanent women captured.
I love how they can promote themselves.
Yeah. Onto this, they can't put me there.
No.
If that one, if that let's say New Republic,
Yeah.
doing that one, placing men in line.
No, not do
They
it.
will bounce on all again. Say, hey, you see the thing we can say.
Yeah.
They want for us to one side by side. So they start by side. You put three. You put three.
Yeah. The women they can promote themselves.
Yes.
Everything, yeah. Everyone be on the top here for the whole month.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and let me say thanks to says Helen.
The managing editor.
Yes. Thank you for what you are doing. Thank you so much. But the only thing, one day put my name, put my picture among these people.
But the people name women voices. So the whole style, the whole column here.
Yeah, the whole column here for women.
Yeah. All right, you done?
Yes.
Thank you so much. This ends the review of the local dailies right here on Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of life. I know some of the time, there's a guy who sent me a message, and I said, look, this text you sent me, I don't understand. You have to call, all right? And he plays in the call. And he said, well, sometimes I don't understand you. I said, what do you mean? He said, one point in time, you appears like you're promoting government. Another time, I like lashing government. Yeah, I said, this is Truth FM.
We stay in the middle.
Yeah.
Not for anybody.
We balance it. But our main thing is that we have to keep the peace. That's why we're members of the fourth estate. We are gatekeepers of the society. Right? The oppositions. You saw what Vendetta did yesterday? I mean, he criticized the government. Doesn't say put the government on feet. But for you to say you want to scare us in this country, I mean, it's a sad thing. Look, Liberians who are smart, their people go to bed with less than $1. They sleep on empty stomach. Then for you to go back, that kind of thing, you can work again and say, well, let's go protest, let's go do this. You can criticize Joseph Boycott government to the highest, right? But I say business not as usual. There'll be business as usual. You don't know? Yes. It may not come from the president office, but some of his lieutenant, most of them are making business as usual.
Start counting the 100 days.
Yes, count it.
But today makes it exactly 60 days.
60 days?
Yes. Today is the 22nd.
Okay, 60 days.
So it's exact 2 months today.
Yeah, that whether you achieve that no vehicle will stick will hitch in the mall, right?
That's the kind of thing you should be talking.
That's what we want to hear you saying.
Talking about business, there'll be no business as usual.
Yeah.
Start checking whether there are business as usual in certain places and start to talk about these things. Policy issue, for example, they talk about withdrawal of the passports. Race issue. What are your arguments on these issues?
Let's hear you.
That's what my friend want to listen to.
But you can't scare us.
Can't be doing that.
We're black everywhere. We'll do this. We'll do that.
Be doing that arcade politics, that revolutionary politics. Then Liberian people will say we're waiting for your 2029.
And I mean, sorry to some of our media
people have benefited a lot from the taxpayers' money in the country. That while you are being taking a salary forever. I have no record. I can't be working in private sector.
Yeah.
You get any record?
No. 12 years.
Me living on our tax dollars.
Even WhatsApp focus, Mona wouldn't have said that last night.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm willing to die. So who will kill you? The people of district number 9, what have this benefited for you as lawmaker in that district?
So then just overdoing, man.
I mean, if you want to gain public sentiment, it should be done in a different way. We're not backing government. Look, there will be more institutions where there will be business as usual. You don't know? Yes, of course. But our thing here, let's keep the peace. That is our ultimate focus. If you ask George, we are right now, George will tell you, say, peace range. Otherwise else, he wouldn't have turned the gravel over to Joseph Boycott.
True.
Yes. So to move on, I mean, we just have the platform to talk to Liberians.
They want to muddy the former president's clean suit.
Yeah, man. And now hoping to win the boy Ibrahim Babangida award. Then people will using his name.
The 5 M.
The 5 million. Of course. The man wants to win the Ibrahim Babangida award. Then you want to use his name that you say you'll put your life at risk. Criticize Joseph Boycott. Put this government on the feet. Anything they do, when you're criticizing something, right? You make the people be rethinking. Except, I mean,
and if you are criticizing constructively, people can start to trust you that maybe these people can do better in the future.
You want to do the same thing. You think Liberians will go back to virtue? They will have a second thought. No, this is not going to work. Please, Suffolk, with that interview. I mean, I know you personally. That kind of interview you had was scary. If you leave Liberia today and travel and make that, and your partners who you go lobby for things to come back in our country, will say, no, man, how can you put the whole country at risk? Marka, I think that you will touch on the education thing, but what I got to do, let me just speak my heart this morning.
Yes.
In November of last year, I traveled to Accra, and appear on one of Ghana's biggest radio station called Max FM.
Mhm.
And the presenter asked me, why is it the oldest African republic is not developed? And I felt embarrassed. And I said, because of the 14 years of war. I finished answering the question. The guy came back. Look, the war has been over 20 years now.
Very good.
And the response to him,
Mhm.
the war, the guns were silent 20 years now. Then I came back, I said, the guns are silent, but the mindset of the people who still recovering from that. That's how that question. When the man opened the telephone line, I was that small to yell like Librarians calling. Look, you can make your country ugly for other people to see it.
Mhm.
Your country is your country. And George himself, Librarian gave George 6 years. And they decided to vote Joseph Boyka. You put Boyka on his feet, then for someone threatening the peace. That's my own take.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That should be it. Again, we want to speak clearly to the Liberian government. The reason, and this morning, good morning to you, my minister, Mr. Sarah Beslo Yanti of the Foreign Ministry. Again, it is your duty to represent the Liberian government across the world. That's why we have embassies in several countries.
Mhm.
These embassies are the representation of our government. We have our citizens. Some of them are students in Ethiopia. They are raising this issue consistently.
Mhm.
Some of them are facing issues with documents, and they are risking deportation while they are in school. How do they complete their academic sojourn? So they are raising this issue. In fact, they mentioned that some are even in jail on document issues.
Librarians in jail.
Yes, in Ethiopia.
These are things we should be talking about.
And the sad thing about it is
Mhm.
they have reached out to the Liberian embassy there over the period of time, and there have been no intervention.
Look at that.
This is sad. This is sad.
Reaching back for 6 years.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
From 6 years ago.
6 years, and you pay no attention to your citizens. Then what the essence of establishing a bilateral relationship and even establishing an embassy in that country? It is to protect your citizens. Now, when they commit crimes, though, when their needs, are at stake, when their safety are at stake, you are the representation of the government of Liberia in that country. So the same constitutional mandate that you have in Liberia to protect the state and its people, it extends to the embassies outside of the country. It is sad that our young people are crying and our government is not paying attention to them. They said they have knocked the doors of the embassy in Addis Ababa and they are tired.
And not Ethiopia alone. No.
Yes.
So this is going to scare people away from going on government scholarship. When you have Ministry of Education giving us scholarship, tell your child, say forget about the government scholarship. Because when you go, your passport expire, you falls in problem.
Because this same thing was happening in Morocco.
Yes.
Okay.
Even in Turkey, yes. Librarians who go on
Similar things are
MOE
happening.
scholarships. It's
So,
scaring.
Are we abandoning our citizens? You and I here, when something happens in other countries, before you make your mind up, the country, the government will send plane to evacuate their citizens because the safety of their citizens comes first. One good example is the United States. Once the condition in a particular place is not favorable for their citizens, they pick them up quick.
You're going too far. Let me just give you an example. The troop that returned from Mali,
Mhm.
you know, normally we don't talk in security matter, but let me
Yeah.
just say this out.
Mhm.
The troop that returned from Mali, Liberia was the last country that left Mali. It was so embarrassing. All other countries had sent flights.
Mhm.
The guys were stuck at the Timbuktu airport.
Mm.
I've never said this before.
Yeah.
Those who travel, you know what I'm saying. You give us the information. Liberia was the last country that had a troop to leave. Can you imagine? These guys want to die right on the airport there. Who make fun with too many things.
Less
So
than-
slow in too many things.
Less than
Safoko, you use the effort there, man. These things we're talking about students
Yes.
and saying, Safoko, you're a lawmaker. You're Liberian students in jail.
You call the authorities of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and ask them what's happening, or the Ministry of Education.
Yes, what's happening?
The relevant institution, call them. What's happening to our citizens outside of the country? What's happening to our students in Ethiopia, in Rwanda, in Morocco?
Okay.
Okay, that don't give you status.
Great. And I say government mouthpiece. We're putting this government on our feet now. Right now, the Ministry of Education has scholarships in various universities. The AMU, the AME Zion, the Standard Maris, and other universities. Up to now, that listing has not been released. These are things we need to talk them for someone's carrying us. That's my own point. The MOE now, good morning to the new minister, Jasso, right?
Yes.
Jasso Jala, right? You have students, they don't know that faith. From all these universities, up to now, the listing have not been published out. Students in other countries stranded. Some of them don't even have the padam whatsoever.
I don't know what
These are things we need to be
have the
talking about.
opportunity to place your
Yeah, let's play this guy voice.
Yes.
A couple of compliments of State of the Nation.
Yes.
With Chris on yesterday. Listen up for yourself. Oh. So our lawmakers that when you have the opportunity to speak, that kind of tactic is now over. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Where are your passports?
Passport taken from them by the immigration and the people to move to the country. And Ethiopia is a country that does not deport whatever self-chain and take it to the police station in the form of embassy to come and verify to sell for you so you can be released in the country. Before you leave the country, you will pay for the honesty. But here our embassy refused. They said that we are not following their rules. They cannot guarantee us. We are calling for the government of your law for a convention about our situation. We are begging embassy that we are failed to come to our call as they were behind. We know that the blessed the Ethiopia has been imprisoned for trouble issues because they are begging embassy in Ethiopia have refused to give over the ratification card for the embassy. And three days supposed to know that the government can provide for us that is said interpretation letter for us. My thing is that this information was an African, so this young man that they people through the African, the benefits of that information come directly to the embassy. This one is within 2 hours. Enforcing the law on deportation.
You are alleging that the embassy is in cahoots with the IMO, the International Migration Organization, to deport you guys?
Yes, sir. So,
Who is the ambassador there?
the ambassador is Mr. Bashi. I don't know the final name, Mr. Bashi.
What's the severity? I know it has disrupted your normal academic studies.
So, this people has been in for 4 to 6 years. The good people, the state of happy because of the way they have tried to refuse embarrassment. It's not diplomatic protection for them.
So
no diplomatic protection.
yes, it's almost 6 years ago, right?
So again, O'Neill, I know it's 6 years ago.
Yes.
I want
the
to
government are continuing to.
I want to call on the current foreign minister.
So it been happening on
Yes.
Maxwell Kimian and
Yes, yes.
Okay, Jimmy Bashu is the
But I
ambassador.
want to call on the current foreign minister to take this matter seriously. The same way you attaching seriousness to this passport issue. These are our citizens, and you are in charge of the embassies across the world. This call coming from Ethiopia is troubling. We want to talk to you about this issue, and you have to take it as seriously as you are also taking the passport issue.
So today is
But
Friday.
these are our citizens, yes.
Today is Friday, right?
Yes, today is Friday.
Well, one person who pushed for Sarah Besselo, a
Yes,
confirmation,
yes,
everything, right?
yes.
So, Minister Besselo, we need to, because one thing when we were promoting, pushing, we say you had that international relations.
Oh,
Let's see your strength. So, if the past government have not done so, Besselo, let's see this international connection you do have. Liberians out there, they are stranded. Some of them are incarcerated. Just because of passport, and it went on MOE scholarship. It's a sad thing for our country. Opposition can take this one and run with it instead of threatening our peace. Let's pick the lines up for a few calls.
Yes,
But Jimmy Bashu is the ambassador
Okay.
in Ethiopia there.
Okay.
Yes.
0770-202-579, 0770-202-579.
0770-153-265. This is the True Breakfast Show. Let's get calls until our guests arrive this morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I want to appreciate you guys for the turning point this morning, but for the new content, the statement coming from friends Apoko, we want to make it the honor that Lord has read and a friend, and he doesn't love the red and another person. He is our former president. He will be protected, and this government is the government, on inclusion. But this particular government for everyone, we are not there for discrimination. So I need to be teaching those information and coming to the Liberian people, as you guys just did business this morning, and stop the hate messages. It will not make our growth to progress. Thank
Okay.
you for having me this morning.
Thank you. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, and a pleasant good morning to all you.
Mhm.
And let me say good morning to the peace-loving people of Nigeria. As usual, I joined on this four. I think this one I go here for waiting. Well, Marka, like the previous caller said, I think it's about time former President George Weah man the podium and start to have some press conferences condemning some of these statements coming from, members of his political party. Because these are things that had the potential in the past for which the president, the former president, did not win the election. He said just one time because he gave too much credence to some of these things. Everything coaches speaking peremptory to and nothing being done about it. So I think it's about time, former president, you muster the courage to take the podium and then debunk or condemn some of these statements coming.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Martha Davis, and good morning, Oniraba.
Good morning.
It is Amos El Shafa from Morrison's Farm.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, Oni and Martha, I want to tell you guys that our government is still joking with our citizens. Look at the call that is coming from Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
It happened before in Morocco.
Yes.
It happened in Rwanda. They've been happening all over the world. So look at what is happening again. What is our government doing about our citizens? Their lives are at risk. Those guys are at risk. It is about time that our government comes in and rescue our people. They already said they came to rescue us. So why are they not rescuing our people from Ethiopia? And the ambassador there is sitting down as if nothing.
No, so today's the first call. Is the first call now we are sent to the foreign minister.
Mhm.
Yes, because this network, the morning show, will promote the foreign minister all along. Let's
Yeah.
let's get international strength. Yeah, so let's give up for the benefit of the doubt.
I actually want to know who is the representative, that is on the committee of education. Let them speak about these things. Let them speak about it and let our people be rescued. Thank you for the opportunity this morning.
Okay. Thank you for your participation. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Marka and O'Neill.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. This is Joseph Bryant, and I'm calling from Fender.
Okay.
I think this has just come up, and I do believe that the president and all his representatives, is listening, and I know they will take siege of it. And thank you very much that you are flagging it as a journalist. Thank you very much. We listen to it, and the foreign minister, since she's your friend, I know you start to give her the room and she's going to work on it.
Okay.
We have it and we'll work on it for the students.
Yeah.
But guess what now?
Mm-hmm.
One woman in Bonkle say, child.
No, last time, no, leave it. Yeah, leave it. I mean, no.
Okay.
No,
No, be careful.
hold on. We're not going to go there.
Yeah.
If my bro was supposed to be disturbed,
on the
it
fire.
was going to be last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and let me say good morning to O'Neill and the listening audience of the unique platform. I'm Daniel Johnson calling from Harper Firestone.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Begin by appreciating Deputy for the usual morning health day. I think it brings a lot of benefit to us, the listening audience.
Okay.
And Marka, you and O'Neill, let me appreciate you guys. I had an experience yesterday jokingly with one of the elderly women taking her radio, and she got very big because I jokingly say, "Who they play 2FM?" And there are people who rely on the radio station. And that woman told me that she does not listen to any other radio station. If somebody tells her something she's not hearing on 2FM, she don't believe it. So you guys do extremely well. And let me join you guys to appeal to our government. Let the government to all President Weah, unless President Marka, he said there will be no business as usual. Please let them see the need of our brothers and sisters in a country that want to pursue higher education. It's not easy. Some of us have gotten that experience in other countries. When you get started, it should be easy. So we are appealing to the foreign ministry. Please let them intervene.
Okay.
Our brothers and sisters getting tough time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Yes, we'll take 3 more calls.
Thank you. Good morning,
Okay.
Martha, and good morning, Rapper.
Okay.
Good morning to the Liberian people. My name is Fred Juma, and I put me this morning for district to law by. And this morning I want to arm my voice and many voices to condemn the statement that was made by Alcala Trade and that of Tafuku. So I want to encourage them now to at least join the entire populace of this country to move from the practice of the past to the opportunity of the present. There are a lot of things that are happening in the government administratively. We all get engaged to put the government feet to the fire. But threatening the already fragile things that we're already enjoying, I think that is totally unacceptable. And that's why I want to hire from that statement and want to call on the former president of the government abroad to at least come up with a statement. Because we cannot say where everybody else are already giving that flower or that police to be one of the peaceful individuals in the world and people need to be trusting the people.
Okay.
So I'm calling on this morning to come out to at least verify.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Marka, let me say good morning to all and the many listeners this morning. This is the voice of Dr. Mamadou Kamara Jr. And I phoned this morning from Lower Market District precisely. Let me appreciate you guys for the talking points. This morning, let me add my voice to the many voices to call upon our president, Ambassador Joseph Numa to look in the direction of our people outside of our country. You know, the peace of our country is what we need. But then people can be outside, need, the government protection, and then our ambassador there will now go to the people aid. I don't know. So I think the ambassador there should be changed because you can't be over there representing the Liberian people and then you're not working the interests of the Liberian people. You got our students crying there and the country depending people. They're going to get the education and come out to work in the interests of our country. So the president should look in that direction so they can be well taken care of in Ethiopia. We don't want to experience these such things. Thank you so much this morning.
Thank you so much. I will take two more calls 0770202579 as we get our guest set for the interview 0770202579. Let me take this one. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm live yourself and speak.
Thank you for the show this morning.
Your name, where you join us from? Okay, quickly.
So I think what I spend to be doing for this morning should listen to what you people are saying there and get it first on the instead of venturing the peace of the country.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good morning, my dear brother.
Good morning. There were the orange media and data coming from. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I'm joined for my resident. My mom is calling me.
What's going on here? 0770202579. Yes, let me take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
And good morning to my brother O'Neill. Anyway, I'm Beto. I'm calling you from the island this morning. Yeah, I'm listening to our brothers trying to get angry with Akaras Gray and Honorable Akaras Gray and Honorable Sa Foko. You know, for the kind of statement that was made by the how do you call the EPS director giving the authority to the president to go and fund his own security, almost like for disrespect. You know, it is good that Liberia is for everybody. It's good that we say the truth. Where the red belonging, let's try to place it there.
So they think Beto, the Philip Moe, who is a spokesperson for EPS, made the clarification because it became a controversial issue. People needed answer, and he said there is no law that mandates the EPS to assign bodyguards to former presidents and former vice presidents. However, I mean, it is being a tradition which they are honoring. But if the former president needs additional security, you can go and hire private security. Was that any?
So
How disrespectful was that?
okay, so I think the information minister spoke to that,
Hmm.
and then it was okay. But coming up again, you EPS director coming up like going political with the former president, I think it was wrong.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, so we'll take just two more calls and we'll interrupt the live. But I guess in your studio already. Let's pick just
Yeah,
two
speak
more
that
calls
one.
that will bring Pastor Odisha's boy. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Hmm.
My name is Melton Yoko, and I'm calling from District 6, Colorado County, specifically in Kingery. We knew this morning when I listened to you people, I noticed that we our own problem in this country one of the other. When some of our contesting is going election, our advocacy, our platform was based on advocacy. How can we give people opportunity? How can we provide responsible leadership that will make every Liberian to benefit from this country as Liberians? That will make a woman that's suffering from cancer that can just walk to a hospital and get the treatment. That will make a child as the parent cannot afford that will have opportunity to go to school and get quality education and those who parents got money. But unfortunately for us, our people did not want to give us the leadership. They decided to start voting for people who build school, who did trade school for them, who did other things for them. And when these people win the election, their point in our diet now is how they can maintain their school, how they can pay their staff. Then they forget about fighting for our people. The thing you're talking this morning is break my heart. We need proper leadership as well for the House of Representatives and the House of Senate to advocate for our people. Let them talk to our people so that we can
Okay.
change for this country.
All right. Yes, thank you so much. They talk, we listen. This is the True Breakfast Show 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. So, Madam Foreign Minister Sarah Besselo, we need a quick intervention for you solving that problem with our students in Ethiopia. All right. I don't want to say this is your first major test with your international connection, but I'm struggling sure by Monday you're going to reach out and this issue will be laid to rest. Yes. Great. Let's see who can link up with our guest this morning on